Is that a number that tips us into saying, Prof. Cluver, that not only do we need to do more, perhaps of what we were doing before, but we also perhaps need to look at doing things differently? I mean, the thing that comes to mind, for example, the creation of structures like orphanages, both institutionally and in terms of a physical building. Is that something that we need to rethink and perhaps place at a different level of priority?
Well, this is a really important question you raise, because the global evidence is now so strong, and the South African government has followed this, that orphanages are ultimately not good for children.
Yes.
And that children do best when they're in loving families, whether that's their direct family or some wider kin family or a foster family. And really one of the most important things we can do is to make sure that those children who've lost a parent are in a family, and then bolster that family to look after them. And there's, again, some of the best evidence from this has come from South Africa.
So we've been good at that before, but we're asking people to do that at a time of possibly unprecedented budgetary constraint on the part of the state, and possibly, again, unprecedented financial strain on South African people, given COVID and its consequences on top of a massively underperforming economy.
You're absolutely right. And one of the biggest challenges that face orphan children is that they've lost a main breadwinner in the family. And that means that we see that girls, particularly teenage girls who've lost a parent, are much more likely to end up having to have a sugar daddy or a blesser,
right,
just to bring groceries onto the table. And of course we know that leads to much higher rates of HIV infection. So some basic economic support, even if that's just the child support grant, getting to that family can make a substantial difference. It can be a 50% reduction in having a sugar daddy for those girls.
News.
Experts.
Analysis.
Where things stand.
What you need to know. Drive Home with John Perlman
On 702.